What was worse last night, the NBC broadcast or carpet uni with regular floor? One of our listeners says, what about Young pick considering Cedric Howard looks incredible? 5 of 7 from 3 last night for Memphis. 19 points and 11 boards. We don't need 19 and 11 in a shooter.
No, we don't need any depth. We don't need a rookie who you can
Caleb
plug
Love.
in and play right away.
Got Caleb Love.
We're in win-now mode. It's win-now territory. So let's get a guy who's not going to be ready for 3 years.
One of our listeners says the first game ended at 7:15.
Yeah, one of our P1s texted said the game before ended at 7:15. So they just sat around for an hour?
It started at,
What are we doing, NBC?
Started at 5 because they want that game.
They really want the 8 o'clock
in
window
the 8
for whatever
p.m.
reason.
prime time window, so one's in the East Coast and one's in the West Coast.
They don't care about the both fan bases. They just want the one standard time zones to care.
I mean, why can't we at least start the game at 8:03? 8 o'clock should hit, top of the hour.
I don't.
Roll out your pregame. Here's my stupid Terry Gannon intro.
There you go.
8:02, we're playing basketball.
Good question.
What's happening right now?
I don't know.
It is it's something we've brought up jokingly before, but absolutely monitoring and watching and seeing by the end of this year what Cedric Howard ends up being
Without a
versus
doubt.
what Young Hansen currently is.
Without a doubt.
Part of why I love this fan base is that cat threw a basketball from over his head. The crowd audibly gasped as in excitement, and then it was a turnover.
Oh. He had one of those in the first half. He had a wide open 3 at the top of the paint. You're like,
Sick turnaround left hook, though.
dude, guy, it's Chinese Jokic. Get out of the way. I mean, I said it at the time. That was such a controversial pick. What did they know that we didn't know? Like, time will tell on that. That was a move as a general
Chinese
manager.
fans buy merch.
That is without a doubt part of it. Like, this is it for you as a GM.
Oh.
If that hits, more power to you, man. You went down swinging, and you hit a home run. Swing hard. Let's see how this thing goes.
Punting on the 16th pick in order to sell merch is quite a choice if that's how this
They
ends up
also,
playing out.
in the summer, said it's winning time.
Yeah, well.
It's win. We signed Dame. It's winning time. And then they took a guy that they knew was going to be a 3-year project. With a first round. This isn't Ryan Rupert at the end of the second round.
Oh, he's terrible, by the way.
That was a top 20 pick in the draft, man.
Can we kind of have a conversation as well? I didn't expect to do Blazers here, but some listeners were chiming in, and now my brain's kind of moving.
People are fired up, man.
Can we, I understand Jeremy didn't play, sick, right? Drew is a big part of what I'm about to say.
Oh, it's huge, yeah. They don't have
They're
depth to begin with,
massively
and now they're out.
unorganized in the half court without him.
Can we talk about, even though when they had Drew and Jeremy on the floor, how kind of not very good their defense is?
It's been rough for a while.
Yes.
Do you see what Steve Kerr said? Was it yesterday or the day before?
It's like a bottom, I think it's like 21st in the NBA.
It has not gone the way we thought it was going to go on that end of the floor.
Dude, when Tamani's not hitting threes,
Yeah.
and not like he's locked every person he's guarded this year up.
No, it has not been quite that great. Steve Kerr had a quote, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but he basically highlighted the concern that he has from the tempo that a lot of teams are playing with.
Oh,
and
yeah, the pace thing.
The pace thing leading to more injuries.
Well, this is the thing that it's very hard to talk about this topic because I think there's too many sports fans that don't follow or care about the NBA. And so all they see is load management. They see
guys out,
screaming
guys
screaming on TV about how guys are soft now and Jordan wouldn't have done this. And that's their assumption of the league. The league is harder. And I know people don't want to acknowledge that. I understand it. I get it. Steve Kerr is, first of all, he's in it. So I'm going to take his expertise here. He's also won multiple championships.
Yeah, he also played in that era that
He's
people
right.
look back on.
He's right. Go rewatch. You won't, but go rewatch the NBA Finals. How high level, fast pace, and then go rewatch 1980 or 1990 finals games. Slow it up on the half court. There's a reason the triangle offense was such a big deal. First of all, it was innovative. It was next level thinking from Tex Winter. And also, it was really good what? Half court offense.
Half court offense.
The NBA is all about speed, space, pace. So it's not something people want to agree with, but it's harder.
Yeah.
No, they've never in the league's history had to play at this pace night in, night out. I want to ask you guys something on this. I'm glad you brought this up. So I don't know if this is, internet was wrong. What's the percentage of a game star level hockey players play? Is it like 80 to 90%, or is it like minutes wise?
Usually most time on ice will be your top defenseman that will play between 25 and 30 minutes
of a 60-minute game.
60-minute
Because I saw somebody post yesterday that hockey stars play 50% of games by a minute's distribution.
No.
It's way more than that?
No, it's less than that.
That's the guys that play the most in the NHL, and they're usually defensemen. Your top
forwards don't play for 35 minutes a night.
15 to 20 minutes, depending on how much power plays you have in a game.
Because there's certain situations where you're a man up and you keep guys out there for the entire 2 minutes. But if it's a normal shift, I mean, you're going 90 seconds, 2 minutes off the ice.
And the forwards is more 45 seconds to a minute.
So
defensemen will play a minute and a half to 2 minutes a shift.
Defensemen, it's easier to stay out
teams.
there longer because you're not quite as up tempo and you're hanging back around the blue line. It's easier to have a longer shift.
Well, it's just I just think it's an interesting time because I think Steve Kerr was 100% right and right to speak out about it. We've seen a lot of like ligament injuries, calf strains that are leading to bad injuries.
Well, I saw it connected to us too because we played at a breakneck pace in the first week or two of the season. The defense looked really good, and then what happened to our roster?
Right. It's depleted. We have no point
guard. We
have
no point guard. Half the team's out, and all of a sudden that high energy, 94 feet defend you up the length of the floor.
Not gonna work.
We're giving up 138 a game right now. It's insane.
It's going to go one of two ways here. The evolution's going to be Oklahoma City, you're 11 players deep, and so minute distribution goes down drastically because you trust so many other players, or they're going to go back to half-court offense in the NBA.
Yeah, trend back the other direction.
Not totally trend that way because pace and space is so massive, but I think it's an interesting time. And when I saw that hockey post, I was like, oh, because I have no
frame of reference
at all about hockey minutes distribution. Whereas you play 48 in the NBA, we're pissed if the star player isn't playing 35, 36. And that's up and down. And I understand
Constant,
it's not as violent as hockey, but it's the up and down, jumping, defending, awkward, putting your body in awkward positions thing that's a lot of minutes.
It is.
So I thought that was a really interesting point that I saw on hockey players, and they deserve every bit of the respect they get as tough athletes for sure, but they're also playing less than 50% of their games.
Oh, yeah.
Makes it, I think, a little easier to be high level there.
Well, and for Portland, they are in a spot where coming into the year, I was a little more down on the win-loss projection. I was excited for the season, but I was a little more down on the win-loss projection, primarily because I was massively concerned about their depth.
Yeah, and what happened? That's where
you were already without Scoot coming into the year, and we don't know when he's going to come back, and all you need is one or two more injuries that pile up, and all of a sudden here we are. And you look at not having Thibault, not having Wesley, which is, I made fun of that signing when it happened, but he was a good defender for him when he was playing early in the season and could score occasionally. Robert Williams can't play on back-to-backs.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to play tonight. They play the Bulls.
Imagine he's not in the lineup tonight. And then you take Drew out of the way, who's one of your primary ball handlers.
Yeah.
You don't have a point guard left on the roster right now. And you got guys who you're trying to – it's been very frustrating, I think, to see – you mentioned Ryan Rupert. He's just a complete non-fat. What's he
can't play.
Third year, fourth year? What year are we in now? Either way, you're at this point and you can't even play rotational minutes off the bench in the NBA.
They need him to. He played 3 minutes last
night. They desperately need him to, man. Young Hanson's going to have to play minutes tonight because you're just shorthanded. And Murray has not been great.
This is year 3, by the way.
Year 3.
Ryan Rupert.
And you can't even be a 10 minutes off the bench guy in the that's concerning. And so they desperately needed some of those guys to be not even impact players. Just, can you be a role player? You need to be a rotation guy. The answer right now for some of them is no.
Yeah, it's tough, man, because coming in, the one thing they had, and I don't think any team can survive these kinds of injury things. Like when you don't have a point guard, you're hard-pressed to win. They need Denny and Shaden to go off. Even last night, Shaden and Denny, they combined for 48?
Shaden he's not shooting three well, but he had a decent night.
Denny was a little off.
Well, neither one of them were efficient. They 29, 24, and 19
Shaden's
on
still
17.
0 for 6 from 3.
Yeah, and Shaden can't shoot threes.
And they're getting nothing offensively from Kamara right now.
He's 2 of 10.
He's just not doing anything on that end of the floor.
And the one thing people had about them, because I had him winning 41, I had him going 500, and I'm not punting on anything here, so I don't want any grand takeaways from what we're talking about here. But if you're not, this was my entire. I had an off-air borderline argument with Danny in the offseason. This was my entire point. If your offense sucks and your defense is not top 10,
if it's not what we thought it was in the second half of the year,
you're not sniffing anything.
No,
you're just you're going to be another bad team, and they're depleted right now. So I'm trying to be fair here with Drew eventually coming back and Blake Wesley in a few weeks, and we'll see where Scoot's going to be at. But either way, the other guys that are supposed to be playing anyway, they're not. Rob Williams played what did he play? He played 8 minutes.
Yeah.
He had 4 points.
Yeah, he's impactful when he plays. It's only good for 10 minutes a night, though, and he can't play on the second of a back-to-back.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
But last night, Blazers get a loss. They lose to the Suns. They're 6-8. We'll see what happens tonight. They play the Bulls, so they had a back-to-back.